I have been in a new state for the past 4 or 5 days, which is really cool. If you've been following my journey, I have been in Virginia for the past couple of months, but felt like it was time to explore a new state. So I have been in North Carolina for the past 3 or 4 days, and it is absolutely beautiful here. I really love this area. I am a little bit south of Asheville, North Carolina, and close to the Pisgah, I think that's how you pronounce it, National Forest. So I've just been kind of exploring around there for the past couple of days. And today I'm going to take you with me, and we're going to go into the forest and hike some of the trails. I've seen some awesome waterfalls. There's a couple I definitely want to show you. We're going to go check that out today. And tonight we're going to see if we can find a free camp spot in the forest, which has been proving hard, but we'll see what we can find. In case you're new here, my name's Garrett. I live in the back of my Storyteller van. In 2024, I sold everything I own. Just been traveling the country ever since. But before we get started, I'm gonna have a protein shake after that workout, and then we'll hit the road. I've been here trying to shoot this video for a few days, but there's been non-stop rain, which includes today, so we might get rained on a little bit. We'll see how it goes. Let's set the destination. Off we go. It is a pretty dreary day today. It's been raining for the past 2 days non-stop, and it's supposed to rain all day today and possibly tomorrow and the next day. Thermostat is showing 55 outside. So you can see that cloud cover over the top of the mountains there. Basically not going to be doing any hikes with overlooks because you wouldn't be able to see anything anyway. But I don't think it should affect the waterfalls that much, so hopefully still something cool to see today. Let's go get some diesel. Coming into Pisgah National Forest now. We're here. Let me get some socks and shoes on and we'll go check out these falls. We're also at about 3,000 feet of elevation, so it's a little bit chillier up here. And this one isn't really a hike, but the next one, I think that's about a mile hike. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get dressed for both of them. Myself a long sleeve shirt. There we go. That is sick. So go see if we can't get a little closer. So this is the Looking Glass Falls. Pretty awesome. Just been hanging out here at the falls for a minute, but think it's about time to go back up to the van and find our second waterfall for the day. For this next waterfall, we actually have to do a little bit of a hike too. But it's not too far of a hike. I think it's only like maybe a half a mile in, half a mile out. But let's go check it out. This one you can walk behind. I just need to make sure my butt of my van is not in the road. Oh yeah, we're good. And because it's super rainy, my floors have got water all over them, so just to dry them up a little bit. Normally I try to take my shoes off when it's raining, but when I'm coming in and out like this, it's kind of a pain, so I ended up just bringing out this towel so that way I can just dry everything manually. And also, before I go on this hike, I'm gonna make my lunch of choice that I normally make, which is just a turkey and cheese sandwich. Let's go hit the trail. And it just occurred to me that since this trail is a hike, I'm gonna bring a little rain jacket just in case it starts coming down a little bit more than it already is. Now we're ready to go. This is the trail we're doing, Moore Cove Trail. Like it drops about 50 feet and it's only 0.7 miles, so not too far. It's definitely coming down a little bit more than I would like. But so far, I mean, the trail's muddy, but it's not like super muddy. That is beautiful. All right, as you can see, I'm back in the van now. I ended up talking to some people while I was down there. I didn't get a lot of video, but you saw those falls there, being able to walk behind them. It was just beautiful. But for now, we're gonna go over to Sliding Rock, and that is a place that you can actually slide down the rock. They told me it was actually shut down today because of all the rain, but we can still go see it. Oh, and I forgot to point out that Sliding Rock is a fee area. So they actually charge usually $5 if you want to slide down the rock. But I think since they're not allowing people to slide down the rock, they're only charging $3. I'm going to go ahead and pay it because I'd like to at least see it. Here we go. Hey, what's going on?
How are you?
I'm good.
All right, well,
Cool. Y'all take cards?
Yes.
Perfect. My camera fell over, so I don't know if that if you got that recording, but basically we can go down and see the falls, but we cannot slide down them. Grab my raincoat here. I forgot I took off my shoes because they were muddy, so I should probably put on my shoes. Now we're ready to go. Here we are, Pisgah National Forest, Sliding Rock Recreation Area. You cannot swim, you cannot slide. Oh man, that looks like it would have been super fun. Look at that. Welcome to North Carolina's favorite swimming hole. 8 feet, 55 degrees, 60 feet from the top of the rock to the pool. Tells you what areas you can slide on to go slow, medium, or fast. That is super neat. I really wish it was open for sliding. It's coming down again. Starting to think it might not be a good idea to get off-road. But most of the roads I was off-road on earlier in the week, they're all gravel, so I think I still should be good. There is an established campground that I might stay at. It's only $20 a night. Then at least I know I'm guaranteed a spot, because some of these gravel roads, you have to drive for a few miles before you even see if there's a campsite available, and it's first come, first served, so they may be taken. But with this weather, I'm thinking they might not be. So we'll see how it goes. We are coming up on the turn. Here we go. All right, this is the pull off here for this campsite. No way around it. I'm gonna scrape some trees. There's someone already back here. Let's turn around. So unfortunately, the next campsite down this road is a few miles down, and it was not a great one. And technically, I don't even think I'm supposed to camp there, because you're supposed to camp 100 feet from the road. So I think it's really meant for tent campers. I'm not trying to break any rules, so I think I'm just gonna head down to the established campsite and pay for a campsite tonight. Let's roll that way. Over here to our left, that is the Pisgah Forest Ranger Station. Davidson River Campground. Let's see if they have a spot. Here we go. Hey, how are you? I'm good. Yes, ma'am. Okay. Probably take care of? Yes. Okay, perfect. All right, thank you so much. You're welcome. So she recommended a few sites. I'm just gonna go check them out and then come back and tell her if they will work. That's the site right there. 37 will do nice. And look at that, right close to the restrooms too. Let's go back up and pay the lady, and then we'll get settled into the site. I did. 37 is perfect.
Okay, cool. All right, here we go here. If you could give me your name and a phone number out there.
Sure.
And check-out's at noon tomorrow.
Yes,
okay?
ma'am. All
and
right.
That gate doesn't close, so you can come and go as you need.
Okay.
And I'm up here to 8 if you need anything else.
All right.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Here's site 37. Looks like I'm gonna back in. All right, we'll check out our site here. Nice tent pad, fire pit, picnic table, and clear view of the sky. All right, this campsite will work. So really, I'm just gonna hang out in the van for a little bit before I make dinner, which is going to be super easy because I actually made dinner last night. I'm just gonna microwave leftovers. All right, this will let me sit outside and maybe not get wet from the rain. And it's just a light rain. Yeah, in case you've never seen it with the awning out, there you go. This is really quite nice. The awning up there, just a light rain, very peaceful out here. So van life in the rain today was awesome, but it's just been a light rain. Been hanging out here for a while. It's like 50 out here, so it's getting a little chilly while I'm just sitting here. I'm gonna pack up everything, get it inside, because the heavy rain's gonna be coming through here in a minute anyway. Arm awning. It's probably the slowest awning in the world. Done. I'm starting to get hungry. Did a little chicken and rice skillet. It is delicious, or it was when I had it yesterday. Taste test day 2. Very good. If you're ever in the area of western North Carolina, Pisgah National Forest, lots of cool stuff. I mean, you guys saw the slide today, the waterfalls. I hadn't even done any like real hikes, but like there's tons of really good hiking opportunities around here. So definitely come check it out. But for tonight, honestly, I'm just gonna probably pack everything up after I eat and play some video games. It's always kind of fun to do in the middle of the forest. You can see out there, it's starting to really come down. Good morning. So I slept pretty good here last night in the National Forest. The rain finally stopped and looks like we might have a little bit of a break in the rain for a little bit today, so that's a good thing. Last night I was researching other things to do in the forest, and I guess the first forestry school in the United States was actually here in the Pisgah Forest. I think today we're gonna go check that out. Before we do that, I need some coffee. No rain. It's really a beautiful day today. Like hearing all the birds chirping first thing in the morning in the forest. Cheers. So this morning before I crawled out of bed, I was kind of doing some research on the Pisgah National Forest. Located in western North Carolina, and it covers parts of the Appalachian Mountains. It's over 500,000 acres, which is crazy. I mean, that's a huge forest. But yeah, we'll go check out the Forestry Center here in a little bit after I finish my coffee and pack up the van. Got the van about packed up, and let's roll. All right. Pulling into the Biltmore Forest School.
Take a wild guess, you're from somewhere around Kansas City?
No, Maryland.
It says KC all over it.
Oh yeah, that's just the brand that the light covers.
You here for the cradle?
Yes.
Okay. If you will, take the second right to the parking lot.
Sounds good. Appreciate you. Important to note, if you're ever visiting Pisgah Forest and want to visit this place, I think it's a $5 fee to get in. And we'll take the Biltmore Campus Trail. So right behind me is one of the first forestry schools that was established here in the United States. So all this property was owned by the Vanderbilts. They wanted to create a sustainable forest environment where they basically took the logging industry and tried to make it more sustainable here in this forest. And this school was one of the first to be established to teach proper forestry skills. Let's go check it out.
It is a summer morning of 1899. Class is in session. The teacher is Carl Alvin Schenck, Doctor of Philosophy.
So I guess when the Vanderbilts bought this land, they wanted to make sure that the forest was sustained with the logging industry. So they hired a German forester named Dr. Schenck and brought him over, and he helped establish this first forestry school here. So pretty neat. Echo. Whoop. So they told me up front that some of these buildings are original and some of them have been reconstructed. We'll go check it out. There's a little loop here that just has a lot of the remnants of the school. First building here is the commissary. So I'm guessing this is where all the students would come get all their provisions. Oh yeah, here's my sticker to show that I paid. So this house was built in 1882 and it was purchased by George Vanderbilt to house the Rangers. Looks like they have to do some structural restoration. Outhouse. This was Dr. Schenck's office. Pretty modest quarters here. Which honestly, after living in my van for the better part of a year now, if I ever were to build a cabin in the woods, that's all I would need. I don't need a lot of space. Yeah, since moving into the van, I've realized I had so much junk in my previous life, I guess you call it. Yeah, I've found that for me anyways, living simply and not with a bunch of stuff reduces stress. Because if you have a bunch of crap, you gotta worry about it. I have nothing but what's in my van, so that's the only thing I have to worry about. It's kinda nice, honestly. We got a nice little clearing here. Let's see what this building is over here. So this was the Black Forest Lodge, and it looks like this one has actually been relocated. Nice little dinner table there, and a stove. Oh, and it's two-story, got an upstairs. Being here really makes you think, what was it like to live up here in the mountains at this time? I don't know, to me it sounds really cool. So that tree back there is called the moon tree. The seed went up and orbited the moon on one of the early space missions, and then they came back and planted it here. So that's kind of cool. Let's see if we see any trout in here. Not there. Oh yeah, there's some trout in there. So this is saying to market the timber they got from this forest, Dr. Schenck needed good roads. And they used tools like this to construct the roads back in the day. This looks like it was some train tracks to transport lumber around here in the mountains. Wow, look at all those gears. Really neat. So this workhorse here was called the Climax engine, and basically it was used for transporting of lumber around the mountains. Thing looks like a beast. So this was one of the early geared steam locomotives. Changing gears allowed the engine to command more power for climbing hills. I think that is probably about the last thing to see here at the forestry school. So I think we're going to start heading back to the van now. Weather definitely cleared up. A little bit of cloud cover, but blue skies. Yeah, as I was walking back to the van now, I just kind of had a thought. You know, if I wasn't living in the van, I don't know if I ever would have stumbled upon this place. Kind of really makes you think about what would it have been like to have been a student here in the 1800s. I don't know, to me it sounds really cool. Got my sticker, explored the forest. This is a really cool area. Highly recommend you come check it out if you're ever in Western North Carolina. So many activities. I mean, you've seen all the waterfalls. We haven't done a lot of big hikes, but there are a lot of hiking opportunities here. Definitely come check it out if you're in the area, but I think that's going to wrap it up for this video. If you made it this far in the video, if you wouldn't mind giving it a like, maybe subscribing, I'd definitely appreciate that. I'm going to sign off for now. I'll see y'all next week.